All right, grade 10s. Come on back into Blackboard. Give me a green check mark, please, so that I know you're with me. Awesome. And I'm going to assign you one last task, and it's going to be for homework. All right? So you can spend the last half hour of class doing it, but we're going to sign off on the live classroom pretty soon here. All right, you guys? So Alexis, if you're there, Dean, Dylan, Hallie, Jessica, Caitlin P. Give me those green check marks, you guys. Come on back, Lindsay. Okay? Just so I know, that is your assignment for today. Okay? So those 3 things need to be submitted to me. Your quick write, your hyperlink to your Weebly, and your conversation self-assessment. Okay? That's what needs to go in there. Now, the last thing, because I need you guys to prep for next class, is really what needs to happen. So I'm going to go back to my English, but I need to return to my regular, oh no, I am me still in this one. Okay, so because we are starting Novel in a Day. So I don't want you guys to actually start the assignments. We will do the assignments next day, okay? But I'm going to open up the assignments. Turned it all off. Oh, Mrs. Ward. Oh my goodness. And now, of course, I just lost. Here we go. What is going on? Oh, okay. Now I'm a student. Okay. Return to my normal role. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, I just need to open up the assignment so I can show you guys what we are doing. Okay, so if you guys refresh your screens in your browser, you will now see the next 2 assignments. We're going to do these 2 assignments next class, starting next week. Okay, but in the first half of Boy in the Striped Pajamas, I need to preface this. This is, we're not doing a traditional like novel study with this novel, okay? What we're doing here is we're working on specific skills and that are related to communication, listening, and delving deeper into themes and to plot, okay? That's really what we're focusing on in this novel, okay? And I call it Novel in a Day because we're actually only going to probably take maybe a week and a half to get through it. So it's not a traditional novel study where we're going to go like chapter by chapter. That's not how we're doing this. All right? It's to introduce us, to get us into novels, and it's going to lead us into the next section of English. Okay? I'm hoping, cross my fingers, it's going to be lit circles where we open it up and you guys get to read your own novels that you are interested in. Okay? So with that being said, this is how we are going to set up this Novel in a Day. This is in relation to The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. There's a reason why I use this novel, because it ties in so nicely to what we are already talking about. Identity, right? Who we are as a person, okay? That sort of thing. So that's really why I chose this novel. Plus the content and the setting and where it takes place really ties into, you know, stuff or an event that most people are super interested in, right? During World War II. So if you open up the second assignment, you guys, the first half of The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, if you take a look at this, you can scroll down. Again, we're going to do this assignment next day, but if you scroll down, what I want you to look at is this right here. Some of you may have already actually started reading. Some of you may have finished the whole novel. That is totally fine. That's awesome. What I ask, though, is that you don't spoil it. Okay? You can't spoil it. Okay? So, depending on where your group, which group you are, is what chapters you are going to specifically focus on and read. Okay? Now, I've split the book into 2 halves. So we're focusing on the first half, which is the first 10 chapters. So group 1, you are reading the first 3 chapters. You are reading chapters 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so that's Emily Slade, Jessica G, Cassandra M, Dean, Sean, Caitlin T, and Kirsten. You guys are reading chapters 1 to 3. That's all you have to read. Group 2, okay, Christiana. You need, you might have to go to the library at this point. I don't know if you'll be able to find a copy online. You can check, okay? You can check, Christiana, to see if you can get it online. If you're willing to buy a copy, fantastic. I know I do have some on order right now. They're just not in. Because I didn't realize my grade 10 group would be so big, is really what happened. So if you can find a copy from the library, which they should have one, fantastic. So group 2, you're reading chapters 4, 5, and 6, okay, which is Lindsay, Bryn, Cassie, Angelina, Kyla, Belle, Dylan, and Christiana. And then group 3, you are reading chapters 7, 8, 9, 10. And that's Paige, Hallie, Jocelyn, Kaylin, Caitlin P, Danica, and Alexis. Okay? No, just those chapters. This is the point, Belle. You are reading just the chapters I assign you. I know, it's so weird. But I don't want to discourage you not from reading. So if you want to read the first 10 chapters, go right ahead. Just know that you are in charge of those specific chapters when it comes to when we start our assignment. Okay, does that make sense? Yes. Belle, like you? I know, Belle, I am pushing you this year like no tomorrow. Yes, so Jocelyn, your homework is to read your specific chapters. But like I said, Belle, Cassie, if you can't handle that, feel free to read it, the whole book, but just beware that you are aware that those are the chapters that you are in charge of. Yes, Sean, because you've got to be ready to talk to those chapters. All right? Okay. Now, I have a strategy for you while you read, okay? And it will come in handy for the next step. So while you're reading, I have a deep QVict strategy that I want you guys to download. So when you download this, you guys, it is in a PDF format. It's not a Word doc. So you can either print this out, or you can just grab a piece of paper and take notes based on the worksheet. Okay, because you won't be able to edit this unless you are able to convert it to your own Word document. All right? So this will help you deeply think about your chapters and have this ready for when we go to our next assignment next day. Okay, because you're going to be doing a lot of group work, collaboration, that you are going to need to know your chapters. Okay, yeah, so use this as a strategy, Belle, while you're reading. Okay, so there's questioning, there's visualizing, there's reading between the lines, which means inference, which means to infer something, connections, transform, right? And then there's actually a part where you can do some doodles, all right, that connect with each of these parts, the questioning, the visualizing, inferring, okay? So that's what this is, okay? So use this along with while you read, okay? No, Jocelyn, this is just a strategy. You are not handing this in, okay? But you will find that it will be helpful for when we start the next part of the assignment. Okay, so just be aware of that. Yes, so for homework, Alexis, you are reading your chapters, you guys. So remember that this is in that assignment, that second assignment, okay? And you are in charge of reading this and being prepared for next class, which is next Tuesday. All right? Are we clear? Give green check marks, please. Okay? So, okay, I was just going to say, and if you're not, Bryn, ask questions. Okay? So I'm assuming, Angelina, you're good. Josh, are you clear on what you need to accomplish? Looks like everybody is good. Okay, that is the end of class, you guys. So you can start reading your chapters or you can work on some homework. Okay? So we'll say goodbye and we will see you guys next week. Have a great weekend. All right? Bye, guys.